Y'all, I won't even gonna jump up here and make no type of video on this person. But I was reading, doing my morning reading, which is what I do. I get up in the morning and I read articles and stuff. And today is the last day, official day of the Trump administration, and he's supposed to give like 100 pardons. Now, okay, you want to pardon some people? Cool beans. That's your right as president. But what we're not gonna do is sit up here and be advocating for the pardon of Joe Exotic. Now, look, I love Tiger King during the pandemic. There was a hard time in the pandemic. I enjoyed watching Tiger King. It was funny as I don't know what. It was interesting to see how things went down. And, we all can appreciate that TikTok of Carol Baskin. Killed her husband, whacked him. Love it. However, let's not forget about the fact that number one, Joe Exotic got a little racist tendencies to him. According to one article, there was things that they could not put in the documentaries because he was saying the N word so many times. Him and others on his animal sanctuary or zoo or whatever you want to call it. Two, the fact that he is keeping and breeding big cats is enough for me to say no. We don't need him out here on the streets. We don't need to give him the opportunity to get back into that hustle because having large animals that belong in the wild here in America is wrong. And I don't care what anybody says about it, it's wrong. This has nothing to do with me being vegan. This is just the way that it is. It's wrong. You are keeping these animals from their natural habitats. And the bottom line is people do the same thing they do when they have big dogs. When the dogs are puppies, it's all well and good. Then, as the dogs begin to get bigger and older, you want to give those dogs away because you really aren't about the responsibilities of having an animal that size or having to care for an animal, period. So, you sure as heck are not going to take the time to care for a tiger. And once that tiger mauls your hind part, maybe you'll learn. But in any event, we're going to move on and focus on Joe. One part of the documentary, I think it was like the last episode, he talked about the two gorillas that he had. I think they were gorillas or monkeys that they had. And I think they were gorillas. May have been monkeys. I can't remember. Anyway, he was like they sat in cages side by side. And when he finally sent them off to a sanctuary, he was able to see them hug each other for the first time. That's a lot of the issue. I understand that some of y'all biblical folks, y'all like to talk about how we have dominion over the animals and stuff. That's all well and good. But there's nowhere in the Bible that it says to mistreat the animals. Animals have feelings. The same way that you love on your dogs, these wild animals have feelings too. And they need to be in the wild with their own kind. Primates are very, very social. They're just as social as humans. And that part of the documentary really hit home to me and really, really made me, second guess what we were watching and whether I should even be supporting it. I mean, I'm still gonna watch the documentary because I think, like I said, I think it's funny. The documentary is funny, but he killed tigers. He didn't euthanize them. He killed them. He was doing illegal veterinary care on those tigers and different animals at that zoo because it was too cheap to pay for an actual vet to come out there. And look at how they were feeding those animals compared to the other asswipe, Doc Antle. At least he was feeding us some actual good food. But the bottom line is having animals in cages is not cool. Tigers are not supposed to be, and lions, they're not supposed to be here in the United States, period. Let them go back to Africa, Japan, China, the Asian countries, African countries where they belong. Don't have them here. But the main issue I have with letting Joe Exotic off is because the man is guilty. He don't need no pardon. There are women in jail who have done less, who have killed their abusers, women and men in jail who have done things that are the bare minimum, like having a little bag of weed. Pardon those people who can come back into society and be productive. Don't pardon Joe Exotic. He's not going to be productive. What he's going to do is he's probably going to prey on a little 16, 17-year-old, fill them up full of cocaine or methamphetamine or whatever that person's drug of choice is, and continue to be an asshole, pretty much. Sorry, I might not, you may not agree with me on this, but this is how I feel about it. Yeah, Joe Exotic, it's all fun and games until he actually gets out and starts doing the same crap he was doing before. He doesn't have a plan on what he's going to do when he gets out of prison. And I even feel sorry for his parents because their credit from the documentary, according to his niece, their credit and stuff is shot messing around with Joe. So y'all really want to, let him go, and we have actual innocent people in prison who really, really deserve pardons. Heck, I don't know who I would let out of prison. I would let anybody out of prison except for Joe Exotic. He deserves what he gets. But anyway, just wanted to hop on here, give you my opinion on that after seeing or reading those different articles and stuff about him getting pardoned. Also, Lil Wayne don't need to be pardoned either. Let him take his 3 dreads and go on about his business. Let him pull his time. I'm getting sick of rappers doing stuff and then feeling like they can get away with it. I don't know what kind of thing he got going on with Donald Trump, but he need to go to prison too. Maybe he'll learn something. But anyway, that's my opinion on it. I'm not really a big fan of pardons unless you got some clear evidence that you have changed or that you are actually innocent, but you just can't. But you haven't been able to go in front of a judge and actually get it to your sentence vacated. So that's my opinions on pardons. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Like I said, I just came through and uploaded a video today because I saw that and I just had to call out the BS. Later this week, hopefully, I'm still doing a little bit of research. We're going to get into Wendy Williams' brother too, because that's a hot mess. But anyway, later guys.